sa inyo. Alam niyo po ba ang United Nations Millennium Declaration?
Hindi po.
So, i-discuss ko po ang United Nations Millennium Declaration. Ang United Millennium Declaration ay napag-usapan ng 191 na gobyerno noong September 2000 sa United Nations Millennium Summit, kung saan 147 heads of government ang dumalo at ito ang naging largest ever gathering of world leaders. Ang declaration na ito ay naging sentro para sa mga kababaihan. Kasi ang gobyerno ay nag-promise to promote gender equality and the empowerment of women as effective ways to combat poverty, hunger, and disease, and to stimulate development that security tomorrow. So may walong goals po ang Millennium Development. Isa dito ang eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. Pangalawa, achieve universal primary education, promote gender equality and women's empowerment, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, combat HIV, malaria, and other diseases, ensure environmental sustainability, and number 8, develop a global partnership for development. So, bali yung na-discuss ko is yung goal number 3, promote gender equality and women's empowerment. Kasi, sa 876 million na tao ay hindi nakapag-aral over 15 years. Two-thirds dito ay mga babae. Ang mga babaeng nagtatrabaho naman ay less social protection and employment rights sila. A third of all women have been violently abused. Ito yung mga nabubugbog ng mga babae, physically and emotionally. Over 500,000 women ang namamatay kada taon sa panganganak at pagbubuntis. Ang rates ng HIV or AIDS naman sa mga babae ay tumataas. At ang proportion of seats held by women in national parliament is also included, making this goal important in its own right and to all other MDG goals. So, yung mga politiko sa government natin, konti lang yung mga babaeng nakaka-participate. So, yung first na i-discuss ko is yung gender parity in education. At para ma-achieve ang gender parity in education, ang isang solusyon na ginawa nila ay ang eliminate user fee or yung tuition fee sa paaralan. Naging malaki ang tulong ito para mapataas ang enrollment ng mga babae sa paaralan. Ang user fee kasi ang isang dahilan kung bakit marami pa rin ang hindi nag-aaral. Elimination of user fees does not necessarily remove all costs for parents. Siyempre, may mga libro, uniform, o yung mismong pamasahe papunta sa school kapag malayo yung school. Meron din yung community school or non-government organization managed schools. Napaka-importante ito sa ibang bansa, lalo na sa West African countries such as Chad and Mali, kung saan ang community school ay fina-finance ng mga parents kung saan hindi ma-afford ng public sector. Pero may assistance din dito mula sa public sector. Kumbaga yung mga provision of materials and teachers. Sa community schools naman, yung mga school charge fees naman ay according to family income. Sa kabila ng mga nabanggit ko, para makamit ang gender parity sa edukasyon, marami pa rin ang hindi nakakapag-aral. Bakit kaya?
Kasi walang pera, kahirapan.
Tama, dahil sa kahirapan. Kasi yung mismong mga estudyante or yung mga parents, mas gusto na lang nilang magtrabaho yung mga kanilang anak para makatulong sa kanila. Pero hanggang ngayon, 100 million girls ang involved sa child labor. Yung pangalawa naman ay ang gender parity in non-agricultural sector. The second indicator of MDG 3 is the share of women in wage employment in non-agricultural sector. Focus on the non-agricultural sector reflects the benefits of women's integration into monetary economy in terms of greater autonomy, control over household decision-making, and personal development. Globally, the share of women is paid employment outside the agricultural sector has increased marginally. South Asia, North Africa, and West Asia, employment opportunities remain low. So mababa pa rin yung employment para sa mga babae. women suffer multiple disadvantages in access to labor markets and often do not have the same freedom to choose to work as men. So, kapag yung mga babae, hindi na sila nakakapagpili ng mga gusto nilang trabaho dahil hindi na sila masyadong na walang trabahong naibibigay sa kanila. Kasi mostly mga lalaki yung kinukuha. Yung result, marami yung nag-a-abroad. Pero may gender inequality pa rin kapag sa abroad kasi mostly lang kinukuha, mga lalaki pa rin. So, yung solusyon na isang ginawa is sa Indian government, sa India, noong 2005, Indian government passed the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act kung saan nagbibigay sila ng trabaho para sa mga babae. Meron din yung supporting women's entrepreneurship growth. Dito nila sinasupport yung self-employment para sa mga babae. Pero marami pa rin pumipigil para sa pag-asenso upang makamit ang gender parity in non-agricultural employment. Isa na dito ang wage gap. Ang gender inequality sa trabaho para sa babae ay nababayaran sila ng mas maliit kaysa sa babae kaysa sa lalaki sa parehong trabaho naman. Gender wage gaps directly impact women's opportunity costs for entering into paid employment because women's opportunity costs are typically lower than men's household. Often decide that it's more economically practical for women to stay at home. So yun nga, mas pinipili na lang ng mga babae na Manila ay mag-stay sa kanilang bahay kaysa magtrabaho na maliit naman yung sweldo. So yung susunod is yung gender parity in political representation. Dito yung increased women's participation and influence on political decision making. So kahit sa Pilipinas o sa ibang bansa man, limitado pa rin yung partisipasyon ng mga babae sa politika. And over the past 10 years, according to Interparliamentary Union, 27 countries have at some point achieved 30% of higher female representation in their parliament. So, mas mataas naman. So, what was helped to make a difference? Yung isa is positive action in quotas. Constitutional or electoral laws mandating quotas or special temporary measures are the strongest means of increasing women's engagement in political competition and are used in 46 countries. Quotas are important because granting women the right to vote and run for election is not in itself sufficient. It took 30 years before women in Lebanon or Morocco won seats in their national parliaments, although they had been granted political rights in 1940s or 1950s. So marami pa rin yung hindi nagagrant or mga babaeng hindi nagagrant ng right to vote or run for election, hindi lang sa Pilipinas or sa pati rin sa ibang bansa. Isa rin dito ang stronger investment in women's participation in governance at a local level and proportional representation. So, yun lang po. May mga katanungan po kayo?
Wala na po.
Salamat.